When England had come to India in January 2025, they were very bullish about their chances in the T20Is and the ODI leg of the India tour there. However, they could not really do well in the T20I series, and when it came to the ODI format, there was one statement that made a lot of noise, in fact gathered a lot of traction, when Ben Duckett said that they do not really care if they lose 3-0 to India, provided they defeat the same team in the Champions Trophy final. But when we talk about England's Champions Trophy campaign, well, it's all but over with the game to left. They lost 2 matches in a row against Australia and England, and now they are eliminated from the competition. So Ashwin has basically joined the expert discussion as to what has really hurt the England cricket team across formats here. Well, Ashwin, he has said that England are at a crossroads. It reflects their mindset specifically with respect to the sub-continent tours. Is it that easy to go to a competition and win the final? So if we talk about the England team here, well, there were one thing that they were very hell-bent on, and that was sticking with a group of 3 to 4 pacers and going with just one spinner in the name of Adil Rashid. Obviously, Joe Root and Liam Livingstone did their bit as the part-time spinners, but then overall, if we take a look at England's complete bowling attack, it was pretty much one-rounded. And if we talk about their batting also, Phil Salt didn't really come to the party. Jamie Smith is still new to the international arena. So obviously there was a lot of pressure on Joe Root to get the job done, but unfortunately that wasn't to be the case. And in case of Jos Buttler too, well, he's relieved of the wicket-keeping duties, but then batting at number 5 or 6, he also could not really get the job done. And as far as the seriousness of taking those tours is concerned, well, England probably really lagged it, and that's one of the major reasons why they were eliminated from the Champions Trophy very early. Well, moving on, Ashwin also said that there is no consistent batting template. They are marketing and branding Harry Brook as the next batting sensation, but his game is also sinking. And obviously, it's not just sinking, his game is also full of excuses, something that we have seen very clearly from the T20I series against India. Sometimes it was smog, sometimes it could be another thing or so, but then Harry Brook batting at number 4 or number 5, he couldn't really get the job done for England, not just in the Champions Trophy, but also in the India series too. So overall, England are struggling as a unit, and unarguably, they are facing a decline, not just in the ODI and T20I format, but in the test format too, wherein, quote unquote, the baseball approach is not really working well. And last but not the least, Ashwin said that if they want to win in subcontinent, I don't think their backroom staff has enough experience to win. They really need to plan well. So if we talk about Brendan McCullum as a coach, obviously this was one of his major full-time assignments that he had with an international team. And ever since he has taken over as England's red ball coach, well, they may or may not have excited the crowd by their brand of play, but then the results haven't really come. No 2 WTC finals at all. They have lost in multiple locations, failed to retain the Ashes too. And now, ever since he has taken over from Matthew Mott in the white ball formats, results are nowhere to be seen. They have lost consistently, and maybe it's not just the players, it's maybe the brand of cricket or the mindset that they really need to change. And that's where Ashwin has also pinpointed the same stuff, and he has not minced any words. So in case of England, maybe it's probably right to make sure that they do not really comment about the fact that India are probably in a unique position as far as the Champions Trophy is concerned. But then one of the most important things, or the foremost thing that England should be doing, is focusing on improving their own game across formats. Now, can they really do it or not? Well, that remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, that come June 2025, England will face one of their biggest assignments in the home, and that is going to be a 5-test series against India. Now, if they manage to win it, there's a good chance that the likes of Brendan McCullum might get an extension. But then if that not really happens, then England might face an overhaul, not just in the test format, but in the other 2 formats too. So stay tuned to Sports Today, as we'll bring you all the latest updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Sugandha, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.